too big, you just get a huge build-up of pressure, and you can only ski for about 3 or 4 minutes before it starts to create pain, and it's an excruciating pain. Pretty simple operation to put it right, but that's why Simon Fourcade missed so much of the early part of the season. So, big moment for Christophe Soumen. 5 out of 5, he will take the win. 4 out of 5, and he might have to ski for it. 3 out of 5, and surely he'll be in trouble. First one's all important. Nice start, little bit low. Again, low left. It's working well. 5 out of 5. The Austrians celebrate, and they're going to get their first win of the season. Brilliant shooting from Christophe Soumen. Now the battle for second is as intense as we've seen. In fact, Martin Fourcade might fancy his chances of skiing Soumen down, but he's going to have to hit 5 and get out in the next 15 seconds. Away he goes. Lukas Hofer again being patient. Excruciatingly patient. This is good to see from Hofer, because in the past he's thrown away some potentially brilliant results by missing targets. I know if he shot quicker. Oh, he misses number 20. 19 hits out of 20 for the day for Lukas Hofer, and that might ruin his chances of finishing on the podium for the second day in succession. It might not, because he is a great skier when he's on form. Mesetic also has done him a favour by missing 2, and now an opportunity for Eder, Pfeiffer, Christiansen. 5 out of 5, and don't forget Bergman, who's come from way down the field. He started number 27, and Bergman could be moving up into the top 5 or 6 positions. Simon Fourcade back ahead of his brother again, but not by much. He was outskied by some 15 seconds on the last lap. This time he has 21 seconds to spare on the last 2.5 kilometres. Hofer, 101, 6 seconds behind Martin Fourcade. It's going to be a big ask for him to catch the world number 1. Landertinger in 5, Bergman in 6. Brilliant race from Bergman. Nice to see him finishing the season well, and I'm sure that will help him through the hard months of the summer, where it's all about hard work, finding systems that improve your performances without the pleasure of the racing. Svensson, we've not seen anything of him so far today. Well, a big margin of a minute between first and second. Christophe Soumen has been skiing well enough to wrap this one up. His first win for, well, 4 seasons, and it will be a very welcome victory indeed. Danny Boom, good shooting in the closing stages, but too much time thrown away earlier on. Macavev, who missed on the first standing shoot, has cleared this time round. This is Soumen in action. What a lovely sight that is, to see all 5 drop, a falling plate target as they call it. And now it's just a question of ploughing his way through the soft snow here in Khanty-Mansijsk. Weather forecast is for the snow to continue, so the mass start tomorrow could be a very tactical race, with no advantage being gained in going out front. As we watch Soumen on his way round, 10.5 completed. He's got another 2,000 metres to go. An email coming in from Andrew wanting to compare Berger and Martin Fourcade as far as having successful seasons go. Very, very difficult. I think, to be honest, that Martin Fourcade is more of a complete biathlete, in that he shoots brilliantly, and when he's on form he can't be matched across the snow either, so he's got that advantage. I'm absolutely with you, Andrew, in that Berger is the one who deserves the applause, because she generally can't ski herself to victory. It has to be done by the combination of brilliant shooting and determination, and it's been a pleasure to watch, and so many people pointing that out throughout the season. So now the margin 15 seconds from 21. Martin Fourcade is closing on his brother, and it could be another double Fourcade on the podium. Lukas Hofer is being hunted, and he's been hunted by Carl-Johan Bergman, who's really found form in the latter parts of the season. He said at the beginning of the year that he was very, very relaxed, and from the results we've seen, I'm just wondering whether he was too relaxed over the summer months. But this is the sort of form that we expected last year. We saw it in Ruhpolding at the World Championships, and now he's making it look very easy indeed. When does he pick his moment? This is the top of the penultimate climb, but it's not too long a climb into the stadium for the final finish. Suomen is on it now, 12.1 completed. Another 400 metres of grind to go for Christoph Suomen to wrap up his first win of the season. Well, Suomen is almost the reserve in the Austrian team. Doesn't even make the front page of the World Cup standings. He's 42nd overall. This is Simon Fourcade. Is second place assured? I think it might be. He's still 28 seconds down. When he came out of the range, he was 34 behind. So Simon's gaining on Suomen, but he's left it too late. This man, as always, charging his way through to the finish. But I don't think he'll mind on this occasion being beaten by his brother. He just wants to make sure that the two of them are standing on the podium. A great day for the Fourcade family. Martin started first, a 40-second lead. I didn't see what the odds were this morning, but I don't think, if you put your money on Fourcade, I don't think you would have won much money even if he had won. However, if you'd put your money on Suomen, you would have been celebrating this evening, because a very unlikely winner indeed. Great to see him come through. A poor season. He missed the World Cups in Oberhof. He competed only in the relay in Novo Mesto at the World Championships. He missed Oslo, but he's come here to Khanty-Mansijsk and surprised us all. 10 out of 10 yesterday for Suomen in the sprint, which set him up for a good position to start from, and he's hit 20 out of 20 today. So 100% hit rate for Christoph Suomen here in Chanty-Mansijsk to give him the win. 60 World Cup points. It's not really about that. He gets a bundle of money as well, but it is all about his confidence and his belief in himself, and I think it will start to return. Simon Fourcade, his best result of the season, and for once he finishes ahead of brother Martin. Yeah, it's nice to be able to say that's how you should do it to the younger brother. Great news for the French. Well done to Landertinger, fourth place, finally getting ahead of Carl-Johan Bergman. Bergman did a lot of the work to overtake Lukas Hofer. In the end, pushed down into sixth place. Just one shot missed for Lukas Hofer. Now Schlesinger, no star opposite his name, which would suggest that there won't be any time adjustment. We've heard nothing over the headphones, so we'll assume that there won't be an adjustment to his position. But something very strange going on Schlesinger's first standing shoot, where he looked very, very comfortable indeed. I'm just suspecting that someone else shot at his targets, and if that's the case, you would expect some time adjustment, but as I say, no asterisks opposite his name, so maybe that's already been sorted out. Pfeiffer in 8th, Graf 9, Lau Bailey in 10th position, the best of the Americans today. Tim Burke, who's been the strongest from the USA so far this year, 4 misses on the day, and he knows full well that if he'd hit all the targets, he would have been in the running for another podium finish. But take nothing away from Tim, he's had a great season. That silver medal at the World Championships was obviously the highlight of his year, and the best result for 20 years at the Worlds for the Americans. Ustugov of Russia 16, Deris Zemlier, whose form looked as though it was climbing up the edge of a cliff. It was going so well for him just a couple of weeks ago. Drops down to 17th position today, ahead of Anton Chapulin, the man who had double victory in Antolz earlier in the year. Johannes Bö. Now, which of the two Bös has come in front? Terje Bö actually finishing 14th, 15th, 13th for Terje Bö. So the older brother gets the advantage there. Well, a good race, perhaps not the best of the season, but there was plenty going on. Absolutely astonishing overturn of a 40-second lead for Martin Fourcade, and it just shows that even 2 misses in the early stages of a pursuit can prove very costly indeed. He missed 1 in the first brown, 1 in the second. He missed again in the first stand. Iliev 34. These men all picking up World Cup points. Just seeing who's likely to make advances. I think Annie Birnbacher, with a good result today, will have closed the gap in the World Cup standings on Jakob Fack, who's lying in 3rd place. Landertinger was not really under threat from Anton Shapulin behind him, but Landertinger will certainly have gone ahead of Freddie Lindstrom, and he'll have closed the gap down. I think he'll have gone ahead of Malishko. So Landertinger, with his result today, could well have gone into the top 6 of the World Cup standings, and he's by far and away the best positioned of the Austrians in the World Cup, although today the Austrian headlines will all be about Christoph Suman, who has had a very good run. At the age of 37, he's notched up yet another World Cup win, and the first one for 4 years. So that's the 6th career win for Christoph Suman, and the 2nd pursuit that he's ever won. Fourcade in 2nd and 3rd, with the older brother getting 2nd. Well, all credit to the crowd that have turned up here in Khanty-Mansijsk to support. They will be back tomorrow, there's no doubt about that. After a certain amount of success in the women's race earlier on today for the Russians, they'll be back to watch the women's mass start that goes off at 10:30 European time, so it's an early start, I'm afraid, if you're watching in the UK. You need to be ready at about 9:25 for the final women's race of the season. Will Tora Berger be able to pick up win number 12? It's going to be a tough task, because all of them seem to be skiing at their absolute optimum at the moment. Well, that's all from Russia. We head back to Oslo now, and of course it is the blue ribbon event of the season, the Holmenkollen 50. That is the one that all cross-country skiers want to win. David Goldstrom, Mike Dixon on hand for that event. That's all from Russia for now. We'll see you again tomorrow morning. Goodbye.